Hello everyone, and welcome back to Shadows Over Loathing. We return in our exploration of Government Valley with an actual honest-to-goodness map. We have the big boss fight up there, encounter with Terrence. Now, interestingly enough, this location is apparently forever locked unless you're playing as a, I think we're called a jazz agent, our class. But that's just another example of the differences in the game based on what class you pick. I feel like maybe the strength one, their boss fight would be here. I don't know, we'll see when we get there. It's not locked, so it might be somewhere else. Anyways, we actually have new shoes to put on. Cause you to walk like a ballet dancer. Let's see. Another of these metal structures. Yet another copy of a strange metal thing. One was weird enough, but three of them is an outright mystery. It's a real shame they shut down the Federal Bureau of Defenestration. Defenestrate all the people! The window makers would love it. You can't get inside, someone swiped the steps. Yeah, and this is probably where you would go for mysticality. If you were a cheese wizard. And then I'm assuming I won't be able to get into the army recruitment then. Oh wow, we got all the way there. Get a telephone. Hello? What will you do on a rainy day? When your house is on fire, how will you get out? When you are in the train, who will save you? What do you mean, when my house is on fire? What question do you want me to answer first? This isn't him. I understand. Do you want this telephone, or shall I burn it? Give it. Give it to me! Did I get the answer wrong? There's something nasty crawling around on this chunk of rubble. Oh yeah, there totally is. If you've never been recruited, can you be recruited? Ooh, good point. This rock doesn't belong here. This car is in great shape except for one thing. Wander off into an endless expanse of abandoned cars, about a quarter of which are on fire. You're really selling it. This soda machine has knocked itself over in an act of conscientious objection. Modern army sound nice. The can says this isn't your father's cola, which is a bold move considering how many of today's soda drinkers lost their fathers in the cola wars. Indeed. The door to the army recruitment office is square, olive drab, and menacing, just like the army itself. Heyo! It won't budge. It's probably just as well. You have zero interest in joining the military. Yeah, okay, so that must be what's happening here. Now, before we get too much further, I do want to go back to Ocean City really quick, where it's raining. Oh yeah, we didn't visit any of the shops. I should do that. I love rain. I specifically came for... Ooh, not that. This. You check the files for the date mentioned in that letter from the insurance company. Sure enough, there's a big pile of meat in there. It's old and dry, but it'll still spend. Nice. Anything else? Probably not. Always good to check in case you forgot. Beautiful. Damn. I don't know why I thought that would work. Alright, we haven't visited the bakery yet, so let's do that first. One of those newfangled automatic toasting machines. A little sign on these pies says not for sale. Rude. This must be Bertram. How are you, Bertram? I'm Sir Codsworth, a friend of Charles. Well, yeah, call me Bert. Pleased as punch to meet you, Sir Codsworth. Any friend of Charles is a friend of mine. In fact, I'll give you a friend discount. Wow, really? Sure. Just assume that all my prices would be 10% higher if we weren't friends. Clever. Ooh. Those are always good to have. Perfect slice of toast. He did it! The madman actually did it! Another all stats up by 1. Alright. Scarlet Pumpernickel. Bert knows it's Pumpernickel, who just doesn't care. I see. Slice of burnt toast. It's still smoldering. Slice of frozen toast. How did a single machine even manage to do this to a slice of bread? I see. Hey, Mr. Codsworth. Say, you wouldn't happen to have 150 pounds of sugar I could borrow, would you? Let me think. No. Well, shucks. If you do find 150 pounds of sugar lying around somewhere, you let me know, okay? Sure, I'll do that. Do I have? Where would I go for that? I'm sure we've encountered it already. Oh yeah, we need to go back to the rat, too. Is this one of those newfangled automatic toasting machines? Yep, I knew it. It'll be a real time saver if it wasn't such a crazy contraption. Getting the settings right is driving me crazy. You want a slice? I'll give you one for free, because there's no guarantee of edibility. Bert puts a slice of bread into the machine and pushes down a lever. After a minute, a perfectly toasted piece of toast pops out. Yay. Oh wow, I actually got it right. Now I'd better glue those knobs down. After a minute, a blackened shard of toast pops out. Oh, sorry. Gonna have to twiddle the knobs some more. Thanks. Free is free. Alright, jewelry. Hi. Wow, literally nothing new? What the hell good are you? The hell good are you? Well, that's our store. Buy a new rocket. Yeah, there we go. I don't have any of those. I should have one of those. Okay. Nothing new at any of the stores, damn. Oh, we can chat with you, though. So why a pants store in particular? My grandmother was arrested a couple of times in the 1850s and 60s for wearing pants in public. Since then, our family has been big advocates for women's pants and equity in clothing generally. Wow, that's a deeper answer than I was expecting. How's it working out for you? Much better nowadays. We don't have 100% pants acceptance yet, but we're getting there. I did notice you have some skirts for sale, too. Yeah, I've been experimenting with a line of men's skirts, but that's proven to be a tougher sell. Men are more stubborn about their clothes, I guess. Is that it? That is it. Alright. Stop by S.I.T. Not actually going to Rufus's lab, but it is the best shortcut. Ooh. Advanced Vascular Anatomy. Thank you. Give me all of the books, please. Book is full of diagrams of veins and arteries and a third kind of blood vessel you didn't even know about until now. It's complicated. It's going to take some blood, sweat, and tears to get through it. Comprehensively veined. You summarize all of the vein maps, and in doing so, discover a bunch of extra blood in weird corners of your body. You're so delighted by this that you throw the book up into the air, and a passing bird grabs it and flies away. Enjoy, bird! Oh, well, that was fun. Alright, rat, where are you at? I think I went the wrong way. That's unfortunate. I absolutely went the wrong way. Hey, friend. The rat nibbles part of the wrapper off the block of cheese and gives it a good sniff. He nods at you, drags the block into his hole, and comes back a few seconds later with a gift. Scabrous ring. This ring makes it look like your finger got cut off and sloppily reattached, renders you immune to bleeding. Thank you for your service. The rat squeaks as if to say no problem. I have no more cheese to give you because I am not a cheese wizard. Goodbye, friend. Let's get rid of this so that the nuke can go away. Yes, I am comprehensively vague. You've learned where all of your blood is. So we have the DMV Central Branch, the Federal Prison, the Black House, and then the IRS Central Office. A movement catches the corner of your eye, and you turn to see several tall, long-limbed figures gliding toward you. They twist and twirl as gracefully as ballerinas as they approach, but this beauty is contradicted by their heads, which are indescribable shadows. And I'm not using indescribable as a horror cop-out. I'm literally uncertain about what's going on in their head area. They have like a winged collar, or maybe side horns? But I think that's a mouth on it? I don't know. Fight them and see for yourself. It's weird. Yeah. See what you mean. We have encountered them before though, so it's not really surprising. But still, better than pure shadow enemies. My mosquito can one-shot them. Power grows and grows. You won. Guess their pas de deux was a pas de don. This hydrant has multiple things wrong with it. Cool. Looks like somebody failed their not abandoning your car test. Depart making voyages. Definitely move. Vroom. Haha, DMV. Does it bother you? What? Having to make all these telephone calls? Oh, listen, it's him. Am I the 91st caller? Did I win? He looks sad. Oh, he's not bothering anybody. Let's burn him and see what he does. Wait, no! Oh. I'm on fire. That wasn't great. Can I go into the DMV? You want to go inside this building on purpose? It won't budge. Probably just as well. You don't even have a car. Interesting. Alright, what about Federal Prison? Another one of those half-plant, half-alien slime creatures wriggles awkwardly towards you on its tentacles. It makes some chirping and belching noises, presumably as some kind of threat. But it's hard to feel threatened by it, even knowing that it's actually pretty dangerous. I mean, come on, look at it. It's gross and silly. And more shadow enemies. Time for mosquito spam! Done. You win. Oh yeah, same message. Federal Prison. Somebody really doesn't know how to park. Some prisoner must have discarded their hat here when they were released. Prison hat. A stripy prisoner's hat. Wearing it makes it statistically more likely that you are a robber. Make use of your freedom to go where you please. You are out of questions. Will you make a guess now? I don't have any more questions or guesses. Can I guess? It is me. I am your dream date. What? I have been your dream date this whole time. If I hang up, will you find me? Yes, I know where you are. Congratulations, I think. Silence. The line is dead. Maybe that's for the best. You've heard too much. Ask not for whom the phone rings. This payphone technology is amazing. I see. You've heard too much. The prison doesn't seem to have very good security. The door isn't even locked. Oh cool, I can actually go inside. Small wonder they kicked this guy out of the cell blocks. Hi, I'm Sir Codsworth. Fionk! I'm Crimsley. I'm Jim Crimsley. Nice sounds. Thanks. Takes a lot of practice to get good at the honk monica. Of course, all I got is time. Any chance you want to part with that honky horn? And go back to playing just harmonica? Well, I'll swap it to you for a cracker. Just a cracker? Are you that hungry? Huh? Oh, you're new? It ain't my job to show fish the ropes. Go ask Tetley in 1A. He shows rope to fish? It's a weird job. Guess I can't think of anything to ask you. See you around. Later. Seems like this guy's enjoying his mopping. Hi, I'm Sir Codsworth. Hi there. I'm Moppy. Huh. Weird coincidence that your parents named you that, and here you are now, mopping. It's a nickname. People call me that because I like to mop floors. Oh. I assumed it was going to be a comedic reveal. Should I have a nickname? I feel like a hip prison nickname like yours would help me fit in. Well, I'm happy to suggest one if you want. Sure, hit me. Stool pigeon? Nah, try again. Cummerbund? Hell no. Cornflower? No. Flip cup? No. Knick-knack? No. I do have a lot of knickknacks. Breadsticks? Postmodernism? Whooper? Marmalade? Gooper? Lungs? Robert Frost? Nichols? Wyoming? Syphilis? Pudgy? Mad Train? Needles? Riceling? Zippy? Fudge? Wiggles? Taffy? Flim-flam? Methamphetamine? Zizzy? Peepers? Sousaphone? Rumpelstiltskin? Pasty? Slam jam? Stir fry? Margarine? Nickelback? Crab? Cludge? Chowder? Pinko? Buttercup? Ooh, that's a Princess Bride reference. Dropsy? Dingus? Potato? Hot Lips? Pico? Rusty? Pinocchio? Bike rack? Sandwich? Ooh, we have a lot of history with that one. Parsley? Bongo? Ripple? Sneezy? Dungaree? Fauntleroy? Wheeze? Narco? Fishy? Punchy? Clip-clop? Broccoli! Sugar plum? Wiffle ball? Alvarado! Pinchy? Giggles? Skittles? Tip-top? Salty? Nicknamey! Oh, that one would have been kind of perfect. Bystander? You know what? I'm going with bystander. Welcome to the family, bystander. I will never regret this. If you ever need information, bystander, just ask me. I overhear all kinds of stuff while I'm mopping. It's good to know. Thanks. Cool. Exercise yard, warden. Door has a big, complicated-looking keypad lock on it. You're not getting in there. Chiropractor. Posters labeled bones and things that can be wrong with them. This adds a very small amount of spa-like ambience to the room. One of the chiropractor's less fortunate customers. This guy basically looks like a doctor. Hi, I'm bystander. Hello, I'm Dr. Dixley. How can I help you? Are you the prison physician? Close. I'm the prison chiropractor. You can just kind of hear the theme of this chapter in the background underneath the prison ambience. What's the difference? Well, a physician treats ailments through specific medications and treatments tailored to that ailment. A chiropractor fixes everything by pushing on your spine. Oh, huh. Interesting. Can I get an adjustment? Certainly. In exchange for one of my gift certificates. Really? Can I buy a gift certificate from you? Sorry. Some hoodlum made off with the whole stack, and I haven't had any more printed yet. Okay. So that's the thing we'll get later, I guess. I can just leave, right? Yes. Okay. That guy has a sword? Guy looks a little shady, you know, comparatively. Hi, I'm bystander. Hey, I'm Tetley. You want to buy a cracker? You're selling crackers? You're selling crackers? How much? 300 meat. For a cracker? Your crackers! New around here, huh? Look, crackers are what we call gift certificates to the prison chiropractor. We use them as currency. Oh my god. Oh! Okay, that makes sense, I guess. A handful of gift certificates and waves them at you. Is it true you show ropes to fish? What? Where'd you hear that? Who's the dirty rattlebox that's been spreading filthy rumors about me? Didn't catch his name. Well, if I find out who it was, they won't be getting any more crackers from me, except to the skull. And it'll be a different kind of cracker. Yeah, I'm not gonna be a snitch. Thank you for your patronage, bystander. Certificate entitles the bearer to 1 complimentary spine adjustment in the prison's chiropractor office. I imagine this is going to be like the milk, where I can get it much cheaper later. Hey there, I'm bystander. Room, what do you want? Nothing, apparently. Cell is empty. Somebody isn't meeting their crime quota. This guy's pretty buff. Well, on the arms, at least. Can you teach me to do that? Teach you how to lift a dumbbell? Yeah. Sure, for a cracker. It's a deal. Okay, then. He passes one of his dumbbells through the bars and shows you how to bend your elbow. Yay, +1 to muscle. You've learned to exercise the way they do in prison, out of soul-crushing boredom and with a mean guy watching. Thanks. Full-length sword. Hi, I'm bystander. Hey, bystander. I'm Clive. Nice sword. Thanks. Technically, it's a Japanese-style katana. How on earth did you get a katana in here? I made it in the prison machine shop, out of folded-up license plates. Can I buy your katana? Well, okay. I guess I can make another one. I'll swap it to you for a deck of Luckies. Come again? Pack of cigarettes. Okay. Huh. I wasn't really expecting you to have them. Well, a deal's a deal. Take good care of her. It's actually pretty decent. The guy said he made it out of license plates, and if you look real close, you can just faintly see where it says Capital District along the edge of the blade. Do you want your katana back? You seem regretful. Thanks, but nah, it's okay. I'm already making plans for an even better one. Maybe even Odachi or Nagamaki. Cool. Oh, didn't want to leave. Cell block 2. That looks fun. Either this cell is empty or they arrested some air. This guy looks a little smug for being in jail. Hi there, I'm bystander. How's it going, bystander? I'm Wilmer. Okay. Hi, I'm bystander. Nice to meet you. I'm Donna. What are you doing there? Levitating an orange. Tell me more about your hovering orange. Well, since it's so boring in here, I've been exercising my imagination. And it turns out if you get really good at imagining things, you can trick your brain into believing they're real. And if you get really good at that, you can make them actually real. Wow, jeez. Wait, so why are you still in a jail cell? Well, these bars suddenly disappearing is a little harder to imagine than a floating orange. That kind of makes sense. Can you teach me your imagination thing? I imagine so. But this kind of power is potentially dangerous, and therefore valuable. Sure, of course. But you seem okay. I'll teach you in exchange for a cracker. Yeah, I should go buy a few more crackers. I have the cash. I don't really care if I'm wasting some. There, we've got 3. Give me your horn. Super honky horn. A bicycle horn with some kind of little mechanism inside that makes it constantly, and annoyingly, change pitch. Mysticality and physical damage to all your enemies, and raise your team's stats by 3. She puts you through a variety of imagination training exercises, mentally rotating cubes and so on until you finally got the hang of it. +1 mysticality. If you get bored enough, you can change reality just by being really bored at it. Cool. Wow, thanks. Now I just have to find an orange. It works on other things too. Apples? Whoa, whoa, don't aim too high there. Okay, okay. The cell just has bones in it. They must have committed a bone crime. It's unclear how this guy could be cooking food in his cell, but that does seem to be what he's doing. Hi, I'm a bystander.
Hi, I'm Lumford.
Are you cooking?
Yeah, dude.
Want to sell me that spatula?
Not really, but I do need a box of coffin nails.
Cigarettes?
Yeah, to help mask the flavor of whatever this is I've been cooking. Alright, I suppose I can always get another spatula. Here you go.
Thanks. How's your food?
Thanks to these smokes, I have no idea.
So if the trend of these two continues for cell block 3, we're going to have give a cracker to raise our moxie by 1 and give a pack of cigarettes to you know, get a moxie related weapon. Do I have another pack of cigarettes? I don't know if it counts as a food or a potion. I have a feeling I don't. In which case I'll have to go buy some and come back. You know, why don't I just do that really quick? Hi, friend. Oh, I did have one more. That's fine. Now I'll have a few more. Better safe than sorry. Oh no, it's the shadow people, the crazy punk shadow people, who are all weak to one stab of my mosquito. Look at them proving me wrong by having one health left. That's okay. Mosquito set us up, because now we can go. Boom, boom, boom! Nothing new. These guys have a lot of meat, though, surprisingly. Looks like you found the source of that whistling. Hi, I'm bystander.
Hi, I'm Mitch.
You're a pretty good whistler.
Thanks. I've been practicing ever since I swapped my harmonica to Crimsley.
What'd you get in return?
Can of stash wax. Sold it to some other guy, though.
Oh, okay. Can you teach me to whistle?
You can, exchange for a cracker. Great, okay. It's pretty easy. Just put your lips together, murder a guy for sleeping with your car, and get sentenced to life in prison, and blow.
Can I skip that middle bit?
Sure, I guess. That's what worked for me.
You're really good at whistling Dixie, and I'm not lying. That. I see what they did there. Mouth cork. A cork whittled to the exact shape and size of the mouth of the guy who gave it to you. Yick. Prevent yourself from whistling. What's a cork for?
In case you want to stop.
Okay, thanks. Prisoner in the cell just stares, dead-eyed. How's it going? What are you in for? Are you okay, bud? So, how's the food in here? Getting along with the other prisoners? Just off in your own little world, huh? I guess everyone has their own coping strategies. You know, I met a librarian I think you'd get along with. A guy named Ted. Real quiet. Got a single giant eyeball for a head. It's coming for you, not her. Is that referring to the Shadow President lady? Whatever she's trying to summon is more interested in me than it is in her? Interesting. Okay, nice chatting. Bye now. This dark-haired young woman glares at you while twirling a sharpened toothbrush in her fingers. Her eyelid twitches as she draws a line across her throat with the toothbrush and makes a sharp, get lost gesture. I see. The guy in the cell is ignoring you, and he's doing it really hard. This guy's practicing the most dangerous, and therefore best, kind of juggling. Hi, I'm bystander.
Hey, I'm Lewis.
Want to sell me that shiv?
I suppose I could. I'll swap you for a pack of cigs.
Deal.
Thanks. These are going to be much trickier to juggle.
Artisanal shiv. Deals your moxie plus 7 physical damage and causes 3 bleeding. It's not always just about stabbing a guy. Sometimes it's about vengefully stabbing a guy for making fun of the craftsmanship of all of your previous shifts. Cool. Well, that's all the prisoners, apparently. I can get a spine adjustment. I need one more, do I? Fine, we'll go buy one more then. How come I'm not whistling? I would like to whistle. Pop the cork in your mouth. No whistling. Uncork yourselves. Now you can whistle if the mood strikes, so maybe only in certain areas. Mess hall. This prisoner seems determined to eat more pepper than food. Hi there, I'm Bystander.
Hi, I'm Nora.
Nice spice jar.
I need this one, so I can keep eating here without dying of boredom. I have a similar gadget I can sell you, though.
Shows you an elaborate mechanical pepper mill. Oh, I didn't go get my spine adjustment.
I made it in the prison machine shop, but I decided I prefer a traditional shaker. I'll give it to you for a cracker.
Sounds good.
Sweet, but maybe I can trade this for some decent food.
Automatic pepper mill. Never again will you get a sore elbow after spending hours cranking an old-fashioned pepper mill. Use your muscle and hot damage to all enemies and heal your team for the same at the same time. Sign on the counter says 1 slop per customer. Without even looking at you, the man slaps a dollop of slop onto a plate and hands it to you. Prison figured out how to improve their efficiency by serving their prisoners a blended up combination of bread and water. Spooky armor and max HP, eh? Glares at the slop you're carrying and points at the sign at the end of the counter. I just want to talk to you, bro. I just want to talk. Alright, let's check out the exercise yard. It's even more bleak and depressing over that way. Glorious Chemical Company has donated some toxic waste for the prisoners to enjoy. These rocks are cold for some reason. Probably if we were a geologist, whenever we saw the cold stuff like that, we could take advantage. This guy's having some kind of wild time. It's like this is our cryptobotanist, that would have been something else, that's something else, blah blah blah. Guy seems pretty good at lifting weights. Hi, I'm Bystander. Oh, can't do anything with him yet. I like your weird ball.
First time I ever heard that. Yeah, I had to invent this because we haven't got a basketball hoop.
I see. Chance I could buy that? Nifty basketball string dealy from you? Another cracker. Okay. So we want 2 more crackers. Hi, 1 more cracker, 1 more cracker. And then 1 more just to be safe. That was a total of 3 1-mores. A basketball on the end of a rubber string so you can dribble in any direction you want. Deal your muscle and physical damage 3 times in a row, once per fight. That's pretty good. That's an offhand. Actually, I think that's kind of better. He looks more bored now. Slide down on the table here. This is safe, right? I'm a little nervous about letting someone mess with the bones that contain the nerves that let my head communicate with all the rest of my body. Look, just because this science was developed by a man who doesn't believe in vaccines or even germs, and claim the techniques were given to him by a ghost during a seance, and also I don't have any kind of actual legal medical degree, that doesn't make me a quack, okay? I know what I'm doing. Plus, science and seance are basically the same word. You twist your spine into a new configuration. Ah, oof. Ah. +1 muscle. Your spine is exactly where it's supposed to be for once. Well, I do feel better. I guess that's all that matters. 12, 12, and 13. One more to muscle mysticality, and we can go do the next, boardwalk thing, I believe. So that's it. I guess that's it. Okay. Might have cause to come back here later. Still, that was a good place with a lot of buffs and stuff. All kind of concentrated in one go. Guess all that's left is Black House. You were just straight up being attacked by a giant hovering wad of cancer. Considering that there's still going to be cigarette ads on the radio for another 43 years, and they won't even start banning smoking on airplanes to 60, you'd think such a direct assault would be unnecessary. Guess it got impatient. Oh my god, I see what it means. Alright, well, it's basically just another shadow fight, so you know how it goes. Who says there's no cure for cancer? Yeah, immediate violence. This gate is seriously locked. This lock seems to be made out of the same strange metal as those giant structures you encountered. Very curious indeed. The action here is clearly not in that direction. Interesting. Alright, well, looks like we have nothing left to do but go beat up Terrence. First, we gotta fight some more shadow things. Ooh, that's actually kind of spooky. Alright, one moment. Got it. That one was actually kind of tough. You won. Bad dog. Alrighty. Let's get in there and beat his ass up. Alright, first we have this to get through. A paper shredder, here by the grace of prolific inventor Abbott Augustus Lowe. Yeah, there's a puzzle here, or we can just solve everything with violence. We'll try the puzzle first. Bewildering array of forms. There's a lot of forms here. Apparently, it really doesn't matter. Just take one. Form R13311, an incomprehensibly complicated tax form. Talk to them all in a moment. Can I help you, sir? I sure hope so. I got this notice in the mail about overdue taxes. Hold it up to the glass, please. Yes, all right. You'll need to file the proper form with your payment. I was afraid of that. Blank forms are in the rack on the left side of the room. Which form do I need? Oh, it'll be clear from the serial number. It was not. I like clearly bulletproof glass.
I'm sorry, but we only accept this form if it's folded, stapled, singed, and notarized.
Okay, so fold it. This clerk is just staring off into space. His hands are covered with paper cuts. Yes, can I help you? This form starts with the letter R. Is that a problem? I'm only certified to fold forms that start with the letter I. The other folders are off today. Oh, okay. Take that, Bureaucracy. You want an I-740. Let's see. Yes. There it is. That checks out. I'll fold it for you now. Carefully folds the document into thirds. There you are. Thanks.
This form ends with the number 0.
Is that a problem?
You need a form that ends with an odd number. Even numbered forms don't get stapled.
Alright, so we want an I. Here, let's just see what the rest want. I, odd number. Do I need you to sign this form?
No, I'm a singer.
Huh, no offense, but I bet they're really boring songs.
I'm a singer. A singer. I singe forms.
Oh, I see. Wait, no I don't. Why is that necessary?
Why is anything necessary? It's what I do here.
So I do have to do it in order. And they're going to make me redo one each time. Grab that. We want an I with an odd number. I-07. Thank you.
Yes, this seems to be in order. I'll staple it for you now.
Cool. What do you want? Fidgeting with a cigarette lighter behind his gently smoking counter. Also, her hands are covered in bandages.
Nope, sorry. I can only singe forms that end with an even number.
Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, this is... I did read a little bit. We have to use, I think, the paper cutter. Your stapled and folded form I-07 is now a stapled and folded form I-0. That's an even number, right?
Let's see. Yeah, an even number. There we go. No problem. I'll singe it for you now.
He gently waves his lighter around the document until the edges are nicely blackened. Notary is muttering quietly to himself. I don't even know what his requirements were. Oh, just meat? He takes your form and inspects it carefully.
This looks to be in order. Yes, I can notarize this for you. The fee will be 1,000 meat.
Are you serious?
He shrugs. There are other notaries in this world. Maybe you can find a cheaper one. Just do it. Great, thank you. I'll notarize it for you now. Here I go. I hereby notarize this form on this date and in this place under the terms of my office as a notary public for the Capital District.
Do I need to fill this out, by the way, at all? Turn in your form.
Yes, this looks to be in order. And that will be a 13 meat plus an 11% fine and an 11% processing fee, which comes to 15.86 meat, rounded up to 16 meat. Just toss it to me over the glass, please.
You toss the meat to the desk. She catches it and puts it in a drawer, then makes some notes in a ledger.
Payment received. Sir Codsworth III, 16 meat. Now just take your form over there to the right through the giant hovering mouth.
The what did you say? The fluorescent lights flicker. All of the clerks vanish. You turn slowly to the right and see a giant demonic mouth hovering in the air a few yards away. I see. Nothing left to do here. Are you sure I can loot some stuff? Never again. Well, okay then. A gnashing maw of shadow. It seems to want to swallow you. The demonic mouth spits you out into a sparsely decorated office. Assuming bookshelves filled with identical ledgers counts as decoration. The whole room is sterile and boring, and it reminds you of Terrence Poindexter. Partly because of the sterile boringness, but also he's standing in it. Is it finally time to deal with this jerk once and for all? Yes, yes it is. Assuming this is a two-way horrible shadow maw, want to go back to the IRS office? Each of these books contains 0.24% of the municipal tax code. Terrence glares at you and adjusts his necktie haughtily. The necktie isn't pictured, but yes, of course he's wearing a necktie. Sir Codsworth III, you've fallen into my trap. Right on schedule. Brave words, considering how I kicked your ass in the swamp. And in doing so, you taught me everything I needed to know about you. Your moves, your tricks, your tactics. You have no surprises left for me. Well, if you think I'm going to switch allegiances and join your dark crusade or whatever, you've got another thing coming. Another think coming. I wasn't going to ask you. I despise you. Fine! I despise you too. As expected. Fine. Fast talk him for a sneak attack. Or fight him. Yeah, fine, we'll get an advantage, but I'll beat the shit out of him. You hold out your empty hands and take a few casual steps forward. Look, let's not be too hasty. We aren't so different, you and me. I'm sure we can settle this like thoughtful people. A thin knife drops out of your sleeve and into your hand as you quickly stab at Poindexter's liver. But his liver isn't there. He stepped to the side before your attack even started. He smiles thinly at you. You slash at him, but his hand is already moving. He taps your wrist, deflecting the attack. Your knife stabs his wooden desk and sticks there. You may fancy yourself a shrewd operator, the third, but I am a master of calculation. To me, you are utterly predictable. He reaches into his inner pocket and pulls out his pistol. With a quick twist of your wrist, you snap the gun out of his hand and into yours. Grimly, you press it to his chest and pull the trigger. It clicks empty. A sharp sensation, causing you to look down. His other hand holds your knife, just barely pricking the skin over your liver. His eyes glitter darkly. Utterly predictable. You leap backward out of reach. He smiles again and twirls the knife between his fingers like a pen. Well, there's one thing you can't predict, Poindexter. Jazz. Jazz? Improvisation? You think improv is unpredictable? He sneers. Name a funny animal. Well, penguin. You thought too long for it to be monkey. I was gonna say giraffe. Jazz is as predictable as anything else that consists of numbers, fool. And everything consists of numbers. Oh, yeah? Numbers this. You try to let your mind go blank and feel the vibe of the fight. Then, deciding so quickly that it's hardly a decision at all, you hurl the empty pistol at his hand. Poindexter catches the gun and casually puts it back in his jacket pocket. What the hell is going on? I'll put this in simple terms for you, Sir Codsworth III. You cannot touch me. You are an open ledger to me, and it's one I've already audited. I have calculated your every move down to the second decimal. Well, Poindexter, if regular jazz can't stop you, and improvisational jazz can't stop you, I'll just have to invent a new kind of jazz that you can't predict. Impossible. There is no such thing. There is now. Completely random jazz. You pull a pair of dice out of your pocket, step forward, and slam them on the desk. What? Ridiculous! I like how I could have just gone straight into combat with them. Instead, I'm doing all this. Roll 2 and 1 for a total of 3. You lash out with your right foot, catching Poindexter in the side of the knee. It buckles and he staggers with a gasp, then quickly rights himself, limping slightly. Roll 5 and 1 for a total of 6. You feint left, right, left, and then pop him one right in the nose. Doesn't seem like you broke it, but he sure felt it. Ugh! You think you can defeat me with a simple table of possible outcomes? I can predict every entry! His eyes turn completely black. Tendrils of shadow drift out of him as a vein throbs on his temple. Your third attack will be your last! Rolled 5 and 1 for a total of 6, which would be the same as this. You ignore the dice. Poindexter dodges an attack that doesn't come, and you're waiting right there for him. You grab him by the collar. What? Jazz isn't the attacks you make, Poindexter. It's the attacks you don't make. You smash your forehead into the bridge of his nose with a loud crunch. Dark blood fountains into the air as he collapses backwards to the floor. You were right, you know. My third attack was my last. Get out of here. Leave this place, this country. Don't ever come back. You can predict what'll happen if you do. His eyes have returned to normal once again, defiant even in defeat. I suppose so. I hope you're proud of yourself, beating up an old man. You started it, I finished it. Perhaps, but it needn't be finished just yet. After all, you haven't seen my second form. That's right. I'd be more than happy to show it to you. You would have to fight it, of course. In regular combat, no take-backs. But if you don't, you'll never see it. You'll never know. Show me, bitch. Well, that looked very phallic. Wait. Is that Trogdor? Is that a worm version of Trogdor without arms? Jeez, that's one heck of a second form. Gross. Oh shit, it's weak as heck too. I can kill it one turn. Terrence Poindexter. God, it's not even that tough. Get absolutely shanked, my guy. You know what, how much damage can I do? 36? Nah, bro. Oh, he's got hard armor. That's interesting. Get absolutely roasted. I am burninating the countryside. Burninating of the people. Burninating of the peasants. You won, and you did it while getting a minimum of giant worm slime on you. Excellent. What a loser. Terrence's neatly organized desk. There isn't any information about Uncle Murray in here. You can tell because it would be clearly labeled and filed under M. You do find an important-looking key filed under K-I-L, though. Key to the Black House. A little slab of weird metal chained to a souvenir. A keychain shaped like the Black House. Is that it? I guess so. Alright, well, we're leaving. Goodbye. Alright, so we have the key to the Black House, and then there's these weird... in a deserted public square... Oh, I think that Dark Knoll guy was the mysticality, because General Bruise is definitely the muscle one. Towering sitting statue of a mean-looking army guy named General Bruise. You tackle the statue with enough force to knock it over. It shatters into a million glistening fragments, each of which you individually stomp on. Takes quite a while. I'm assuming we'll find one of Terrence. Still can't do anything with that, eh? Nor with the rest of the phone booths. Okay. Goodness. Oh, this one will go quick. So I don't think there's really anything else we have left to do except beat the game. I won't lie, I was expecting a few more episodes. Once we get out of this fight, I will likely just kind of end the video. Go ahead and torch this nutcracker. Cool. Yeah, next time we will start up here. I'd love to see them. So for now, Thank you to everyone for joining me. I hope you had fun. If you want to see more content like this and all the stuff we've got coming forward, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And I will see you all next time for, I guess, the finale of Shadows Over Loathing. Bye-bye!